A poor man with many children and grandchildren. A wealthy person has nothing but money. But on this day, two people who were so extreme developed the same illness. Carter received a call from his wife. It's obvious that his medical report was written on his face, and Cole is still enjoying his favorite civet coffee in court. But soon the accident happened. Two people are arranged in the same ward. This hospital is Cole's asset, but in order to make money, he only focused on increasing the number of beds. He can't even live in a single room himself. All of this is really bad for him. Cole shaved off his hair, because tonight is his surgery, but his chances of survival are only 5%. During the day, the doctor visited Cole, and told Cole that although the surgery went smoothly, the blood sample indicators were a bit high, so tomorrow he has to start his first chemotherapy session. People in boredom always use words to pass the time. Of course, they are no exception. Cole's assistant came to deliver dinner this evening. Out of politeness, he was prepared to give Carter a portion, but Carter said he wouldn't eat anything, but Cole ate with relish. Now everyone knows why. Chemotherapy patients may experience occasional vomiting. Carter's family visits him every day, and in the first half of Cole's life, besides making money, he even became unfamiliar with his daughter. In this way, the two became both friends and like-minded people. They occasionally play cards together to pass the time, then take a walk in the hospital hallway. That day Carter was writing his own wish list. The content inside must be a dream he wanted to do but didn't complete. At this moment, Cole's attending physician walked in. The doctor brought Cole's report form. He told Cole that he only had 6 months left. If he's lucky, he only has 1 year at most. But Cole appeared unusually calm. When the doctor leaves, he revealed his fragile side. Perhaps only he himself will realize the helplessness at this moment. And Carter also welcomed his own report. Similar to Cole's situation, he only had 1 year left in the end. Upon hearing this, he gripped the list in his hand into a ball of paper, because there are so few things that can be done in such a short time. The assistant is cleaning the room in the morning, but Cole looked at the paper ball Carter left last night. He looked at the content with interest. Carter reached out to retrieve his belongings upon seeing the situation, but Cole said, "I picked it up. It's not a classified information." Carter said it was just something he wanted to do before he died. He called it the list of last wishes. Friendly assistance to a stranger. Laugh until he cries. And of course, driving a sports car. Witness a magnificent scene. Cole thinks this list is a bit lax, so he added his last wish. He added skydiving, kissing the most beautiful girl in the world, and tattoos and so on. Carter was instantly overjoyed at the sight. Later, Cole said that we had about the same amount of time. Let's complete the content on this list together. But Carter felt that the idea of traveling on the go was a bit unrealistic. Cole said you don't have to worry about the money, and there's not much time left in the end. If we don't go crazy again, we won't have a chance. Carter was moved by Cole's words, but at that moment, Carter's wife came to visit. Carter's wife still wants to transfer him to the hospital for the best treatment. Carter grabbed the phone and began to tell his heart. He said he would be away from Cole for a while. His wife was furious and felt that Carter was evading the disease, escaping from family and everything. But Carter was also angry. He felt that he had worked hard to run this family all his life. He's a father, a husband, a repairman. This time he wants to live for himself once again. Carter's wife left angrily, but these two should also set off now. Will their list be completed? Two men, one poor and one rich, but they all had terminal illnesses. Coincidentally, the remaining days are almost the same. They jointly wrote a list of last wishes, because they want to live a wonderful life in the remaining time. First of all, their first event was skydiving. Carter took the lead with a scream. Next is Cole. Two people suspended in high altitude, but Carter was a bit scared. He was the first to pull down the parachute. After completing one item, they cross it out. Then Cole came and drew patterns on his arms, but Carter didn't want to do this to anything he said. Next is driving a sports car. Two people departing at the same time. Their faces were filled with excitement. Of course, Carter will also take a play naughty, because time is limited. So the next project, Cole used his own private jet. During a meal, Cole inadvertently revealed his daughter. When Carter wanted to delve deeper, Cole immediately interrupted the conversation. At this moment, Carter got up and walked towards the bathroom. Cole thought Carter was angry. He came to the bathroom to apologize. So Carter's condition is starting to worsen. Although Cole wants him to return to the hospital for treatment, Carter finally came out. He naturally wouldn't give up on it either. Helpless Cole can only accompany him. They came to the vast plain. All of this excited Carter. Occasionally, they also show off as heroes. Although this kind of life is very comfortable, time is also gradually decreasing. Is this allowed? The magnificent scenery is certainly from the top of the world. Just as everyone was resting to reach the summit, the assistant said there will be a blizzard soon. It seems that this project cannot proceed further. Carter was extremely disappointed, but he couldn't help it. They can only wait for the next time. At dinner this evening, Carter was suddenly approached by a beautiful woman. The two talked for a long time. During this period, the beautiful woman proposed to spend a good night together. Carter wavered for a moment, but he quickly thought of his family. Thinking of his wife, he decisively rejected this beautiful woman. When Carter returned, the whole person changed. He said he wanted to go home. Maybe it was the woman's words just now that reminded him of it. He's homesick, so they embarked on the journey home. Both of the people on the plane felt reluctant, because this trip did not complete all the projects. After getting in the car, The assistant drove the car to a strange street. Cole is not familiar with this place, so he looked around. It turned out to be his daughter's doorstep. Carter said you don't want to see your daughter again in your lifetime. But this touched Cole's bottom line. Angry Cole slammed the door and left. Carter naturally caught up. Cole's mouth is full of his own achievements. He said he started from scratch and created billions of assets. Even if he's about to die, he won't go see his daughter either, because he has had extreme behavior before. This led to a complete breakdown of their relationship, and he also stated that this journey will not make any changes for him. Although Carter tried his best to explain, Cole doesn't listen to advice at all. He tore up the list in front of Carter, and then drive away. Fragments were also thrown to the ground. Just leave Carter standing in. Two elderly people over 50 years old have both developed terminal illnesses. In order to make the remaining days exciting, they jointly wrote down a list of last wishes, and vow to work together to accomplish all of this. Skydiving, pattern, driving a sports car. After coming back, Carter wants to arrange a meeting between Cole and his daughter. Unexpectedly, this touched Cole's bottom line. Cole tore up the list in front of Carter, and drive away. And Carter also returned to his doorstep. He had the key but rang the doorbell. Maybe he wants his wife to meet him in this way. Cole also returned to his own mansion. Although the room decoration is luxurious, he is the only one, and Carter was surrounded by laughter and laughter. This kind of life is what choice would you make if you? I thought they would live the rest of the time without any pain, but the accident still came. Just as Carter's wife was using the restroom, she came out again and found Carter missing. She looked at the bedside and found Carter in a convulsion, and Cole is still in a meeting at the company. During the conference, the assistant pushed the door in. He told Cole that he needs to answer an important phone call. Cole suddenly realized something was wrong. He ran to the hospital as fast as possible. The answer must be that Carter had an accident. He asked the doctor about Carter's situation, but the doctor said, the situation is not optimistic. His condition has transferred to the brain, although surgery is possible. The danger is significant. I didn't expect them to meet again like this. During this period, Carter's wife sent a letter to Cole. Cole also stayed in front of the hospital bed until the evening, because this night was his surgery. Watching his wife go out, Carter gave Cole a document, and have him read it out loud. It turns out that Cole's favorite coffee is the excrement of masked palm civet eating coffee beans. At this point, the two of them laughed heartily. Then Carter took out a list of remedies and crossed out one item. Laugh until I cry. Carter was pushed into the operating room, and Cole also opened this letter in the car. This may be Carter's last words. His words must be an apology, and sincerely hope that Cole will visit his daughter. Cole also followed the letter and saw his little granddaughter. He hugged his granddaughter tightly, and vigorously kissed the most beautiful girl in the world. Carter's surgery was very unsuccessful. He lay forever on the operating table. This day is Carter's funeral. Cole also gave his final speech on stage. Sincerely helping a stranger has also been completed. He felt that Carter was the last light in his life. Not long after, Cole also passed away. Assistant has arrived at the pinnacle of the world. He placed the two on top of the summit. All the contents on the list are also completed. The two of them ended up accompanying each other in this